What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are back on the Let's Play world and I am so excited to be recording this series. I put up a poll yesterday asking what types of videos you guys wanted to see and I gave you guys some options and the majority voted for this Let's Play series to return. So here we are back on our lovely world. Now before we get into today's episode, I do want to mention, although I haven't recorded on this, I have played on it in the past 2 years. So quickly I'm going to go over everything that I've done, and it's not a lot, but it is somewhat significant. I also want to mention for all of you new viewers, this world was created way back when, like 0.14 maybe, right when we got the addition of horses. So there was no such thing as shulker boxes, there was no such thing as coarse dirt even, or any of these features that we've had for a while now, campfires, all of this. Different colored trapdoors were not a part of it either. So some of these builds look older and some of that, but as I've been playing on this world, I've been trying to update some things. One of those is adding coarse dirt in this path, adding some of these berry bushes around, adding kelp in the water, but also keeping the sugarcane because this is something you can no longer do. I've built a cool looking greenhouse, an automatic sugarcane farm. This is obviously temporary. I removed the church that was over here and replaced it with this church over here. I implemented strip wood that was not previously in the game in this graveyard to add to the dead wood effect. I've created this blacksmith house and used the campfire and stonecutter, which were not introduced before. I've also made an automatic furnace system where all you do is place whatever you want smelted in here and then it will flush up through a system, and then all of these furnaces will get blocks in them at the same time and it will cook everything at the same time as well. And as you can see, a little bit of lag, but it ended up doing it just fine. All those items will eventually come into here like so, and then this will fill up once all of these are done. I've added campfires to our already awesome system over here. I've created a mass sleepover party over here with these villagers. And by picking my favorites, I have made a little bit of a system over here where we have all of our good villagers, including mending. This is how I've been able to get mending on all of my tools. Likewise, we have a shepherd, so I needed wool, so I created an automatic wool system over here, and as you can tell, it's been working wonderfully. However, even if this system is really cool, I am going to be tearing it down because it does not work that well. And lastly, I've made a storage system in here which acts a lot like the furnace system, but basically we come in here, we place in whatever block we want to put in here, and it will automatically sort it in this system. To test this out, I'm going to grab 28 emeralds, we are going to put it in here, and as you can see, it instantly gets flushed like so. It goes up into a water stream and it ends up going right back into this chest. It won't go in this one, it won't go in this one, it won't go in any of these ones. All of the emeralds will end up being flushed into here and all 28 will make it safe and sound. This has been very useful when I have stacks upon stacks of items that need to get placed into their specific slots. And then anything that doesn't have a spot, we just place in here and it just funnels into here and creates a big mess of things, but we don't talk about it. I've also made this mine system completely beautiful and functional. We have mine carts that go back and up, like back and forth with chests on them, so we don't have to leave the mines. We can just put our items into the chest and it comes all the way back up here. Added a nifty bell. And lastly, I've updated the texture pack. The bricks now look like this. Stone bricks also have more bricks in them. Grass blocks now look like this and they merge with the dirt really nicely. This is the same for path blocks and podzol and all the other grass variants. The chests look different as you can tell, and so do the wooden planks. I've also changed the polished diorite and the regular diorite along with the granite and the polished granite. The ores are a little bit different. The furnaces have a little bit of a grill to them. As you can tell, when it's lit, it also looks like that. I've changed up how the poppies look and also the dandelions. I have updated other flowers and other things in this world that are not showcased right now, but for the most part, those are the obvious ones. And there we go, guys. Those are all the changes that I have done since the last time that you guys saw a video. And hopefully you guys are okay with all of it. I mean, I said it wasn't a lot, and it really isn't. I mean, we've added a building here, we've added, well, I guess the church, and yeah, we've done quite a bit, but hopefully you guys still feel in the loop after that little segment that I did right before this, and hopefully you guys like all the changes with the texture pack and all that. And what I will mention with the texture pack is I still want all the blocks to look like Minecraft. I still want this to look very Minecrafty. I'm not trying to change it to look completely different. I'm just trying to enhance certain things that I didn't like before. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to build stuff that you guys can also build in your worlds and not have it look completely different because I'm using a texture pack and you guys are not. But as you guys could tell before I showed you guys the texture pack, everything looks pretty similar. I mean, everything looks about the same. I just think it looks a little bit more detailed and a little bit nicer. So that's why I've added all of these things with the texture pack. And moving forward, I will definitely update you guys if I change any other block and ask you guys for permission as well to make sure we are all on the same page. But we're not just going to sit here and babble on about all the different things. We're actually going to get something done in this episode. Now, as you guys know, I've been doing some redstone stuff here and there, and I've also been doing some building stuff. So this Let's Play series is going to be a lot better than you guys remember it because I will be doing a mix of everything. However, one thing that has always bothered me is I have never finished this moat coming from here to there. Now, if you guys remember, back when we were playing on this world, we had the idea of having this low class over here, which obviously, you know, is representative through the building style and the path, and then this is kind of the cutoff area. And as you can tell, this path is a lot nicer, so this is the middle class where we have slightly nicer builds like this in the church. And then if we come on over here by the big house, we have the upper class area, which is going to use a lot more prestigious kind of material and also be a little bit bigger and nicer looking than over there. And to further develop that separation between the classes, we have built a moat here that separates the upper class from the rest of the village. However, we never finished it onto this side, so we needed to come all the way over here, come on all the way over there, and link up to a waterfall. We can see this idea in the map. As you can tell here, it funnels into the lake through a waterfall, but it stops right there, and this makes no sense. So we need to get something going on over there. Oops. I've also laid out with trees the area that we're going to be working in for this series, and once we finish this entire kingdom, as I'm going to call it, we are going to be moving on to a new biome, guys. One of the newly generated biomes with a new village, all the new blocks, maybe a bamboo forest if we can find anything. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I do want to finish this area because this has been one of the longest projects I've ever done. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. It is complete, and that took not as long as I thought it was going to, but it still took a little bit of time, and we had some conflict with some pillagers and whatnot, and yeah, or whatever they're called. I actually forgot, but we do have that banner over there to show them who's boss, and I'm not sure if in Pocket Edition you have to use flint and steel to kill the one with the banner. I know in the PC version, if you kill the one that holds this banner, you'll get the bad omen effect or whatever, and I didn't want that, so I just used flint and steel anyway, and it was actually pretty hard. That was the hardest part of this whole process, but regardless, we got this finished, guys, and it looks really, really nice. One thing that I do want to point out is it is, and you guys are not gonna like me for it, if we look at this one, okay, what do you notice from how wide this is? Yeah, this one is definitely wider. It's 1 block wider than this one, and I know that's gonna bother you guys a lot, but I did that for a specific reason, so we are just gonna keep it like that. That reason is, of course, we need somewhere that this water comes from. Like, where would this can't just all be rainwater, you know, this has to come from somewhere. So I'm thinking about adding a lake over here, and if we add a lake over here, it makes sense for this part to be wider than this part, because more water will be flowing from the lake over to here, and then it gets skinnier as it goes, kind of like an actual lake to river system, like works in real life, hopefully. But regardless, we gotta make a bridge here, and I thought that instead of doing, you know, it on my own time, I'll do it with you guys, and I'm not really sure how we're gonna go about this. All I know is that this has to go, because it makes no sense for it to just be like that, and we'll see what kind of bridge we can make. I do want it to be angled, so that's what's gonna make this part really tricky to do. So I'm thinking we're just gonna use the slabs, because I don't think that we will need to use any stairs. I don't want it to be a big thing. I just want it to make it look like we're going above the water, and I think just doing something like this, get rid of this one, doing something like this pulls off the effect pretty well. I don't love that, but I think this does it pretty well. I could potentially lift some of these up. I'm not sure, guys. I know that you guys might think I'm decent at building, but it takes me a good amount. That does not look good. It takes me a good amount of time to come up with something, and doing it on the spot is also really difficult, but I do think that needs to be like that, and then this will need to be fixed. As you guys, if you guys watched the old Let's Play series, you know that I place a cobblestone every time it like turns, so they're actually pretty common, and then I place slabs around it. But I think that that looks pretty good. This one's bothering me a little bit, so we're going to go like this, and I think that pulls off the effect really well. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that looks pretty good. Now we gotta mix in some blocks in here to make it look a little nicer. I think something like this works pretty well. I'm kind of thinking we bring this part out like so. And I really like that. I think that turned out great. I think this part over here, we can put the stair here instead, like so, and there we go. I am liking this. All we need now is a little bit of a side railing, and I think we're gonna go ahead and use these for that, like so. Just bring this across, and then whoa, that made it look a lot better actually. So that looks cool. And do we add any more detail to this? Yes. Let's go see how this looks if we put these in the corners like so. That looks pretty good, and then we can add some torches on there just to actually serve a purpose. And I think this is all we're going to do for this, because I do not want it to be super crazy. Speaking of crazy, when will this freaking rain stop? Oh my goodness. The last thing we need to do is get rid of all of this down here. Oh, and we're going downstream, guys, because this needs to fully connect up to make it make any sense whatsoever. And now that has done it, guys. Back there, we're just gonna place some of these slabs just so we don't notice that there's anything back there. I'm not sure why I can't. Oh, there we go. That's why. Let's go get rid of this guy and use this here. And I forgot what block was here. We'll just go ahead and do that. The last thing to do is fill this whole thing up with gravel, and we should be done. And there we go. This underside is now complete, and that looks really cool, actually. I really like that this serves a purpose now. Thank goodness it finally stopped raining, guys. That was driving me insane, but this looks a lot better if we get rid of that. This actually makes a lot of sense now, and I really like the way that it turned out. I think this part looks really cool. I mean, are you serious? Okay, that's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. I think we have everything it takes to take these guys out. Let's go. Alright, let's see. So these guys, I think these guys, I can just use my sword. Like so. Kill them. Got him. I think it's just the guy that has the banner that we can't mess with. So, actually, I don't want to. You know what? This moat is actually really frustrating in this sense because he cannot come out. But if we do something like this and have him chase us, will he come out eventually? No. Oh, he's out. He's out. All right, we got to place a flint steel right there. Catch him on fire. I think we can hit him a few times. I just don't want to be the one that actually kills him. Okay. Dang, he's fast. Holy crap. All right, he's back. And come closer. Come closer. Come here. There we go. We got him again. Awesome. I think we'll be okay this time. Let's see what happens. Yep, he's dead. We don't have the bad omen effect. And we got another banner. Bam! 2 banners. There we go, guys. Those are not going to stay, but those guys are really frustrating. I love having villagers, but those guys show up every now and then, and it's kind of frustrating. But regardless, guys, this is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's going to be it for this episode though, guys, and I really had a great time recording this, and hopefully you guys had a great time watching it. And there are going to be some issues with this series. For one, I don't know, the video quality I've been really struggling with. I haven't been able to get something that looks good enough for like my standards, but hopefully you guys can look past it. I've been tinkering with like different recording softwares, different rendering settings. I've spent like the past 10 hours just looking up ways to render better, record better and stuff, and it all comes down to my computer just not being strong enough to handle what I wanted to do. But with that being said, guys, I think the quality of the video, or the content in the videos, are going to be really good. It's just the actual video quality, you know, or the video quality that's going to be the issue. But hopefully we can all look past it, and I'll try my best to get the best recording quality that I can. But regardless, guys, we got a lot done today. We showed you guys everything that we've done, the texture pack and everything, and we got this whole thing done, which took about a couple hours. But the next episode, we are going to do some more crazy things. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to work on, but if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. I'm thinking we do something with the villagers, but I'm not sure yet. I have pillared up here just so we can see exactly what we did, and this looks a lot better being completed. And honestly, it being skinnier is hardly noticeable, and I don't think it'll be a big factor in this whole design, especially once we get a nice river or a lake or something over there. But you can now get a nice overview of where we are with this series so far. We have this part pretty well developed, but as you can tell, we have nothing over here. So once we finish this little area, we'll start moving on over there. So just let me know, guys, if you have any feedback on anything we can add over here and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please let me know in the comment section below and with a like. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.